Hey everybody, what's up? It's Caden here, and we are doing the Daily Playbook course. And the quote of the day for today is, "Never let the odds keep you from doing what you know in your heart you were meant to do." This is a quote by H. Jackson Brown Jr. So, do you know what it is that you're meant to do? I think it's a very big question. And for a lot of us, we maybe don't know the totality of what we're meant to do, or maybe we have a direction, we have something that we think is the right thing for us to do. But I want to encourage everybody out there to really get quiet. Ask yourself, what is the right next thing for me to do? And get into that place of stillness and let that answer rise up from within you. And as you ask those questions, and you listen for that quiet voice inside. You know, every major religion talks about this voice, from Buddhism to Judaism to Christianity. They talk about this quiet, still voice for God. And if you're not spiritual, well, you could call it your conscience. There are so many examples of this, you know, like even if you think of Disney, who hasn't seen a Disney movie, right? Jiminy Cricket in Pinocchio talks about let your conscience be your guide. So stillness, get into that stillness, get into that quiet, still place. Ask those deep questions. And if you don't hear an answer right away, it might be because you're not used to like listening that hard. But this is a practice we have to do over time, and it gets easier and easier to hear the guidance. I know for myself today, I was meditating and I asked a question and the guidance just came through me and it was really powerful. And I shared it with a friend and he was like, whoa, that's really crazy. He wasn't used to meditating, so he thought I was kind of kooky or woo-woo, but once you meditate for a while though, you'll start to realize, wow, this really is something, you know. And it's not that you hear it as like a full on like voice in your head, you just feel the energy of it. You know, some people actually hear a voice, some people see images. I mainly just feel the answer just rise up and it just comes out of my mouth. And even when I make these videos, sometimes I feel like the words come through me. And that's a really beautiful experience because it's a way that you feel like you're being used by a force that's greater than yours. And I think that's when you know that you're in alignment. When you feel that you are being used by this really powerful force that moves through you. It's an incredible experience. And the action for today is try doing some yoga. Take a class or watch some videos on YouTube and follow along. So yoga is a great way that we can get really present with our body. We can really be taken into the moment. It's great for our health, obviously, as well. It's good for our breathing. There's so many benefits to yoga, but if you just watch like a YouTube video on it and you just follow along, you may really enjoy it. And if not, you'll at least get a few moments of connecting with your body on a deeper level if you're not used to doing it. And I also would highly encourage meditation, of course. And the other thing with this quote was it was talking about the odds. So never let the odds keep you from doing what you know in your heart you were meant to do. So I want to stop at that point with odds. Okay, so if I think back on my life and if I had thought about the odds of, you know, putting myself out there for so many different things I've done, from writing books to writing music to, you know, being on TV shows and all these really cool things I've gotten to do and build a following and a connection with all of you out there. If I had thought about the odds, or if I had thought like, oh, well, that's going to be too hard, that might have kept me from doing what I knew in my heart I wanted to do. And there were times in my life, if I look back in my past, there were things that I did that was more from an ego perspective, but now I really focus on being in alignment, doing the thing that feels right in my spirit. I don't always get it right, but when I do have that feeling, I'm always right. I'm right where I'm meant to be. When I have that feeling and I take the step from that place of, you know, certainty of knowing that this is the right move for me, the odds don't even matter because the way is just provided. And that's the beauty of it. So it may seem impossible or improbable, whatever it is that you're trying to do, but if it is at the core what you know in your heart you're meant to do, you got to go for it. You don't get a do-over in this life, so you got to go for it. So whatever that is, take that step, but make sure it's the right step. Get still. You don't have to race through it. You can get still and listen for that voice, and it's going to guide you down the path. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you'll take that next step. And let me know if you do decide to meditate, do yoga, or if you enjoyed this video. I would love to hear from you. So leave it in the comments, share it with your friends if you like, and I'll see you again next time.